It's meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen here with the 9 News Weather Impact Team, taking a look at your forecast for the weekend. And we could avoid one of those 90-degree days here as we get into the day on Saturday. Friday was number 41 on the season and the 10th of August. It was a no-doubter. We were in the 90s for a majority of all the day. Coming up here on Saturday, we could keep off the board, but our projection is for 56, so we've got about 15 more of these left in the tank. We're going to be above that average of 46 by the end of the week, most likely. Here's your forecast high temperatures for Saturday, and it looks like some of us here in the Denver area and the rest of the Front Range could stay below 90 degrees. So that would be a bit of a break. If we do hit 90 in Denver, it'll most likely be one of those cheapies where it just barely at the end of the day breaks up there to 90. So generally it will feel like an upper 80s kind of day. And across the way here on the western slope, we're looking at temperatures in the 80s and 90s in Grand Junction. For the forecast for the Denver Broncos game coming up later on this evening, it's a 7:30 start. We will have thunderstorms impacting your outdoor plans across the Front Range here coming up on Saturday, but coming up right about 7:30 is when they should come to an end. So basically the first half of the game has the best chance to catch one of those storms. Most likely not going to be too impactful. Some light rain, some lightning possible. That could delay things. Second half of the game looks amazing. Here's the modeling for Saturday. We could catch a strong thunderstorm in the Denver area by about 2:30. Isolated coverage across the Front Range and the I-25 corridor. This model has things kind of wrapping up in the Denver area by 7, but we'll keep those rain chances in until about 8:30. Some stronger storms up on the eastern plains, but very isolated in nature. So here's your forecast for Sunday. We'll crank the heat back up after a one-day break. We're back up into maybe the middle 90s here in Denver. 93 is the forecast, 95 in Greeley, and a mostly very dry day again on the western slope with some warm temperatures. Let's take a look at the precipitation forecast for the entire weekend statewide. Here's Saturday. You can see that coverage isolated in nature, but a few of these storms could be heavy at times. Denver could be included in that action. 5 o'clock is the time frame right here. And again, this model showing it kind of wrapping up about 7 o'clock, which would be good news for that Broncos game, although watch for a storm here very early on in that game. And here's Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock, even less coverage. Nothing out there on the western slope. A few isolated showers across the Front Range, including Denver. Best chance for rain is in the southeast part of the state on Sunday. When you look at your weather pattern, high pressure is going to start taking over again, and we have another very hot week in store. Sunday through Thursday would be the time frame for this heat, as you see the heat wave or the bulge of high pressure going all the way into Thursday. So on your 7-day forecast here in Denver, starting Sunday, we're right back up into the hot, dry conditions, and that should last through the day on Thursday, with the change up coming next weekend. That's a look at your forecast. I hope you all have a real nice weekend.